I spent 14 years in prison, and every day I was in prison, I painted.
Okay.
I painted a piece about hope. And even when
Okay.
it was a dark piece, it still had an ultimate message of hope.
Okay.
Um, that saved my life. And those images I reworked and reimagined, and they became my first NFTs. And now I've sold over 250 NFTs.
Let's go. So we are live. Welcome again, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Right now, I have a new guest on Robert Spotlight. Robert Spotlight, Maryanne Chisholm. Welcome. Welcome on the show.
Thank you. Hi,
Okay.
nice to meet you.
Me too, me too. Maryanne Chisholm, it's an acclaimed surreal painter and illustrator from Tucson, Arizona. Her work has been featured on international and national art gallery and exhibition, including at the Herberger Theater and Art Gallery.
Yes.
Did I get it right?
Yes, you did. You did perfect.
Okay, perfect. Um, would you mind, before starting the conversation, would you mind to present yourself to people that don't know you, Maryanne?
Yes. Hi, I'm Maryanne Chisholm, and I am a artist. I create NFTs and traditional art. I've exhibited all over the world. I've won an award, well, more than one award, and I'm best known right now for being on Twitter, working with NFT, teaching others how to NFT. I have a show that's quite popular on Twitter, and getting
What is the
ready to
name
go
of the
to
show?
NFT.
What is the name of the show? Sorry.
It's on Twitter Spaces, and it's called "Let Us Build Your Sales." And
Okay.
yesterday we had 43 sales on our show.
Oh,
I was really surprised because this isn't a good NFT market right now, you
yes,
know?
it's beer market. Yes, yes, beer market.
So
Kind of down.
43, yeah, 43 sales yesterday. Anyway,
Okay.
I'm a social media influencer also, but that's the cheesiest part of my introduction.
Okay, perfect. What have you been doing before doing NFTs? Have you been in art basically since day one, or what is your backstory?
That is kind of a big question. So I'm going to do my best to tell you. In the year 2000, I was charged with just a litany of crimes,
Okay.
and I was in pre case law and fighting it and trying to get out of going through the entire thing in trial.
Okay.
But in 2005, after my trial, I was sentenced to 32 years.
Okay.
Later, we got that reduced, and I eventually won significant relief on appeal. But it wasn't for the issues that it should have been. I am a mentally ill woman. I have obsessive compulsive disorder and bipolar disorder
Okay.
and some other things, but we won't get into that.
Okay. Okay.
I wasn't allowed to tell this to the jury. And when I was convicted, they used my symptoms as examples of the crime.
Okay.
So I was convicted for my mental illness.
Okay.
Um, so,
So sorry if that put you if it's too emotional for you to share, we can do something else. I'm very sorry about that. So basically, so my feeling it's basically you have been on some difficult situation. Maybe NFT has been here to help you share, express, to be a platform to talk about the internal feeling. Maybe.
yes. Well, I spent 14 years in prison, and every day I was in prison, I painted.
Okay.
I painted a piece about hope. And even when
Okay.
it was a dark piece, it still had an ultimate message of hope.
Okay.
That saved my life. And those images I reworked and reimagined, and they became my first NFTs. And now I've sold over 250 NFTs.
Congrats, congrats. But because basically it's true to you. It's true basically.
Yes.
I don't know what I can say except that it's basically provenance was a big name of in NFT land 1 year ago. Right now, it's
Yes.
not more that. At some point it was the roadmap. We start to have utility a little bit more, but me when I start to dig on the NFT, so it was in February 2021. Provenance was like the big keyword. It
Yes.
was the things that people was talking about. So regarding that makes sense to me that you have been able to connect with people around your art.
Yes. It actually, I don't think I'd be an artist right now if all of this hadn't happened. And I certainly wouldn't be an advocate for mental health and justice reform.
Okay.
So I I tell my story very openly, even if it's uncomfortable, even if I
Okay.
cry, because this is a story that's not being told for anyone. And it's horrifying that we punish our mentally ill, souls with putting them in prison and calling their symptoms crimes. It's horrifying,
Yes.
So I wanted to make a difference. I wanted to
Okay.
be I wanted to be the person that helped other people so it wouldn't happen to them. And it may not play out like that altogether, but I think in the end, I will have made some sort of difference. That's my goal.
Okay. Okay. Makes sense. Makes perfect sense. Thanks for sharing. Do you recall who? How do you find out about NFT? Do you remember?
Hmm. Yeah. When I came home, I was only just released from prison in 2018. And when I came home, I didn't know how to survive. And then I started advertising portraits. So I did hyperrealism portraits and sold my paintings online. And it went really, really well. And that first year we had $120,000 in sales. And then one day we were driving, my husband and I said, "Hey, I just read this article about this guy named Beeple." And, you know,
Yes.
he said, "Yeah, but that's not something that most people can do. Besides, don't do it, Maryanne. Don't do it because you don't know anything about NFTs. You know nothing, literally nothing." Well, he was right. I knew nothing. So I tweeted to my followers. I still had a lot of followers back then. They were mainly political, like I'm a flaming liberal. So um, they were they didn't follow that, but they did follow my regular paintings. So they
Okay.
had a foot in on art. I told them all I'm going to stop doing painting for a while, and I'm going to do NFTs. And yeah, I've decided I'm going to do it, so I'm going to go all in. So that's why I'm announcing to all of you today I'm not going to be doing these things anymore. My husband was appalled, and that's my cat.
Okay.
My husband was appalled. He was appalled. And he said, "You've committed career suicide." The next day, I got a call from Bloomberg Magazine,
Okay.
and they interviewed me because I knew nothing about NFTs and I was willing to give everything up to go and try it. And my husband came home that night and he said, "You are the only person on the face of this planet that would actually get an interview about not knowing what NFTs are. Like, who would do that? And he's like, and now everyone's going to associate you with NFTs. And yeah, but I felt like that was meant to be, you know?
Okay.
It's kind of like a universal pat on the back. Like, am I going the right way? Yeah, here's Bloomberg. So that was my first NFT interview with Bloomberg magazine.
Okay. And did the interview still online?
Yeah.
It was it was recorded?
It was a print and web article.
Oh, okay, perfect.
But yes, it is. And now that you mention it, I'm not really sure where that link is, so I'll go find it.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so Aries Bloomberg, Aries, so if I rephrase, you have these skills you have been painting during a lot of time with, like expressing some darkness, with, always with the back end of a hope.
Yes.
So you have all these things, and so first you have a first platform that is not on the blockchain, and here comes the People article, and you decide to go all in on this thing, and here come Bloomberg, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So what happened from that?
Well, I went just kind of boldly out there, introduced myself, started using the hashtags that were being used in NFT. I decided at that point, I'm gonna walk in like I belong here. I know that sounds kind of cheesy, but my thinking was this: Beeple sold something for $66 million. I don't even know.
69.
Yeah, okay, 69.
Yes.
And it was a compilation of 5,000
every
paintings.
day.
I did that for 5,609 days. So yeah, I did a lot. So I thought, oh my gosh, I have like all this amazing emotional material. I can do this. I'm going to do this, and maybe someday they'll think of me like female people as far as quantity. Quite like, yeah, she's compulsive. So that's why I already know I like people.
Okay. And basically, today, do you, because I watch your OpenSea profile, you have several collections. Did you create one collection that look like the everyday pieces?
Yes, actually, the piece is that day. So it's often female because I'm female. And it's sometimes abstract because I just couldn't deal with what was happening that day. But every day, I tried to paint.
Okay.
And every day, I called that entire collection while I was gone. And I'm so glad I did. But I only have records of about 600 of them. There's thousands that are missing.
Oh, and what about the one missing?
Well, I traded them for coffee or chips.
Oh, okay.
Or
Okay.
survival, because
Yes,
I was really
get it.
trying not to put any kind of burden on anyone else to take care of me while I was there. I did ask for help like 3 times, maybe more, but I was very determined to not make that an additional burden.
Okay. Well, that makes sense. What about community building? What about community building?
Well, I had what a lot of people thought was the wrong approach.
Which is?
Reach back out to everyone and don't set yourself on a pedestal. Don't think you are above anyone else. Every single person here is just trying to survive just like you. So I follow everyone back until they send me poo emojis or poo NFTs and or porn, then buy. Or they tell me they love me and they've decided they're going to marry me. Yeah, no, buy. But other than that, I follow everyone back, and I try, Robert. I try to answer those DMs. And when I was first going, I would get like maybe 20 DMs a day, but yesterday I had 700. So I'm
Wow.
realizing that I can't continue
Keep
to
up.
always answer.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to do my best, but I'd like to have some sort of life.
Okay. And when you have the DM, what are the main reason of the DM? I mean, people can. I'm assuming you are talking about Twitter, right?
Yes, I am.
So why people don't tweet but DM you? Why? What is the reason behind?
They're embarrassed. They have a question that they fear they will be teased about.
Okay.
They're admitting something they're not good at. That's the most common one. And they don't want to say it in public.
Okay.
Yeah, things like that. But those are legitimate DMs, or
Okay.
they're inviting you to an event, or they're asking for help on a project. But the illegitimate DMs, they come by the dozens. And so those are the ones I need to start just blocking, like,
Yes.
romance scams and things like that.
Okay. Okay. Makes sense. And today, the people reaching out to you are NFT artists.
Yes.
Are it's primarily that?
It's a program that's in beta testing on Twitter, and it's called the Super Follower Program.
Okay, yes, I get it. So it's when people can, if I get it right, it's like people follow you, but this kind of following, you have to, to pay an amount of money. Is that?
Yes, it's
Okay.
under $10 a month, like 10 USD. So that I think is equal to approximately £6 if you're in England, and I'm
Yes.
not sure of euros, but it's really, really affordable. And I do live video chats with everyone every Thursday
Okay.
from 10 to 11:30. And then I also answer every DM I can. I set up a private Discord for them. I leave them instructional videos, and I help them get into exhibitions.
Okay, get it. So it's like people that ambition to be artists.
Hmm.
Some of these people follow you, become super follower,
Hmm.
and in this intent you help them down the road, right?
I coach them on how to make sales
Okay.
and what they need to do to change it. And I'm never going to be cruel to anyone. Never,
Okay.
never, ever, ever. I typically like to say things like, this is a really, really good piece, but you need to improve your pin tweet, things like that.
Okay.
But every person is different. And I really think I've heard that the only other person that's doing this is not even, they won't even do it for less than $600. My
Okay.
thinking is, if I can teach everyone at once, why not make it affordable?
So I want to dig deeper on this coaching thing.
Yes.
What are the most common mistake or issues? Because at some point you start to talk about it. When you say that people are reaching out to you saying, "I want to improve that," or "I'm not good at that," can you go deeper to share things without talking about a specific person, but
Yes.
let's go deeper on the
So
thing.
we're talking about the mistakes that people most commonly
Yes,
make. Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
mistake, issues.
The most common mistake is they think they can charge anything they want.
Okay.
So I like to tell my super followers that like, here's the world, okay, and this is the world that's buying. Here's the internet buying community. Here's the world of crypto.
It's even smaller, but I get the
And
point.
then here's NFT.
Yes.
And you can't charge every person $4,000 for a dancing mouse. No, no. So they have to learn how to step their floor. And I was taught by my friend Duo Crypto. And he taught me that you start at the bottom of like a staircase. So you start with like 0.01 or 0.03. And then as you sell next time, you're going to maybe try 0.035 or 0.04. And you go up and you go up. And then when you're up, you hold your ground. And so the two most common mistakes I have found that people make is they complain about why they're not getting a sale when they have a piece of a rock for 15 ETH.
Okay.
The second thing is that they think that it's something that they're almost entitled to, because people assume that because other people make money in this, I deserve to make money in this. So I'm going to draw a circle with a line through it, and I'm going to be angry if I don't make that, you know. So there's a lot of trolling and a lot of spamming, and you have to find the right line in how you promote yourself.
Okay.
So the second most common mistake is shilling your work all over the internet and getting blocked by the people who would probably collect you.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's others, but you know, just remember you're always being watched, and your character matters. How you treat other people matters. You're not better than anyone. Stop acting like you are. And just continuously do your best to be there and support each other respectfully, without slamming a ton of art in and constantly sending a message 50 times. You know, we've all seen that.
Okay. So that it's the most common mistake. Without talking about the issue of I don't know how to sell, help me to sell. What are the other issues that people bring to you?
They just don't know what they're doing. It's the whole reason I started the super follower program I did. They come on over and they're standing in the middle of this crazy thing, and they don't know what to do, and they don't know how to promote it. And, you know, so I started helping people with that all at once in an environment where they can get that help. But, you know, it's a scary and daunting thing when you start doing this, and it's overwhelming. I didn't have anyone to really guide me, but I definitely had inspiration all around me, and that's my thinking. That's what I'm really trying to do, is be that inspiration for other people, so they know where to go and they know what to do. So I just get a lot of emails and DMs every day saying, I don't know what to do. Will you look at this? Will you look at this picture? Will you look at that picture? Can you help me? I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. Will you look and review this? So, you know, it's that's I think what I get more than anything else right now.
Okay. Okay. Makes sense. And just to get a sense, are we talking about one-on-one piece of art?
Yes.
Is that okay? So it's not like the 3,000, 10,000 kind of
No.
collection. It's one-on-one. Okay, makes
Yes.
sense. Do you advise any kind of workflow to follow? You know, like because you are doing a super follower, it's like you are doing a coaching. So maybe at some point you figured out, okay, I'm saying this thing very often, so maybe I'm going to package something and say, okay, here is a structure. Please follow that, and if you have issue, I can go deep, but at least follow this roadmap. Did there is anything like this? Not roadmap, but like a kind of blueprint. Did there is
Yes.
something like
Like a
this?
blueprint. Yeah. For me, I wanted I don't know. I was given advice by Block Muse, who's a good friend of mine, and he told me that a true artist, a true successful artist, is not someone who just relies on sales for their art, and that you need to develop some form of passive income.
Okay.
So I had that in my little OCD brain for a number of days, and it occurred to me I do. So I wake up every day and I mentally divide my day into 3 parts, and it's 1 part family, 1 part passive income, 1 part artist.
Okay.
And I try not to overlap in that, but I would be a liar if I told you that that had not happened a number of times. It's easy to get caught in that vacuum, you know, and say, "Oh my gosh, here I am. It's 11 o'clock at night, and I'm still working on this cube block thing. What am I doing? Why will I not go to bed?" It's just, yeah. So that's what that is.
So the passive income thing, it's the related to the super follower?
Not just the super followers. Passive income is anything that is not reliant upon my current trade. So I worked really hard actually to get some sponsors for my show that not only sponsor but also buy from the audience. And that allows me to divvy up my time more because you know, I had sold about, oh, I don't know, oh my gosh, I think it must be $50,000, $60,000 worth of art, possibly even more. Isn't it sad that I don't know? But
Yes.
I'd made a lot of money, and now I don't make as much money because I'm not doing art all the time. I'm spending a lot of time doing this too, and that's okay because it's fulfilling. It makes me really happy to see other people getting sales and being happy. It genuinely makes me proud, and I get emotional about it because I know how important it is to do that.
Yes. Okay.
But it doesn't, I don't make enough money to take care of my family too if I'm just doing that. So passive income also for me is in sponsorships.
Okay,
Yeah.
makes sense. Makes sense. And so it's when you are doing the Twitter Spaces.
Yes.
It's like okay, you promote something, and maybe
Yes.
you have an affiliate link or something like this. Okay,
Yeah.
makes
We're
sense.
also in development for a Spotify show.
Okay,
So we'll be doing an actual full blown.
intro ads
Yeah.
kind of
Well,
thing. Okay,
it's gonna be kind of a good vibe, morning vibe, better news. Let's look at the world with a little more humor and a little more light, that kind of thing, because
okay,
I think that's missing from much of the world right now. And I'm not talking one of those fake, like we're all going to be fake and we're just going to be like, the world is blowing up, but we're doing great. Not that, but more reasons to still stop and say it's going to be okay, you know?
okay, perfect. Good. You have been a speaker at NFT
Yes.
NIC, right? What was the topic? What did you cover on this talk?
I covered the complete devastation of everything in our entire lives, including my freedom, our homes, our money, our clothes, everything. Um, and then how, after I came out of prison, I went from art to NFT, and suddenly we were okay. So from nothing to success in
Okay,
NFT, I think that's what I'm going to talk about in NFT New York.
okay. And sorry, it's you are going to talk, or did you talk? Because maybe I made a mistake. It's for the second edition, the edition that is going to occur this June.
Yes. Actually, I'm speaking at 2 events, so I'm not sure. I thought you
Yes,
mentioned
yes,
about
but
NFT New York.
I made a mistake. In fact, I was thinking that you already talked to NFT and IC,
No,
but next
I'm
last
I
year.
will
But
be
you are
talking.
going to do. Okay, makes sense. So basically, I have a little bit of like uh, news, like here is the topic, because I was trying to find out what was the topic, but I wasn't able. So, okay, I'm going to keep that secret for myself and let you
And your
do
listeners.
do the surprise to the
It's
people
okay.
in the audience.
I'm speaking at a criminal justice and mental health reform event at NFT NYC. And then I'm also speaking at NFT NYC, and I'm going to tell my story. So
Okay.
it's going to be a
Great.
short story, but it'll be a
Yes.
story.
Yes. So I believe people are going to connect to that, because I mean, at the end of the day, we are human, and we connect together through stories.
Yes.
So I mean, your story is going to inspire people, give hope to other people, because basically, when we went to an event, there is several moods, and people are here but try to find a path,
Yes.
so I'm assuming that you are going to help people, so it's
Yes.
great. It's great.
Thank you.
No
Thank you
problem.
very much, and thank you for having me.
No problem. No problem. Did there is something that I didn't ask you that you want to talk about?
Is there something I want to talk about?
Yes, that I didn't address before.
I'm going to be exhibiting my art at NFT NYC in Stratosphere exhibition with Sabette, who is one of the top artists in NFT, and a remarkable human being, and just a good guy. And I do have work that is available from my time in prison still as NFTs, and it's in my link tree. And it is going to be burned after NFT NYC if something has not sold yet. So it's kind of your last chance to get it.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. So it's going to be burned physically, right?
Yeah, I'm going to burn it. Yep.
And would you document the thing? Are you going to record the burning?
Oh, no. It's a blockchain burning. So
Oh, okay.
it'll just
I mean,
vanish.
okay, perfect. So you are going to send that on the wallet or X.
No, I mean, if someone buys it, then they get it. But if
Yes,
it's still there,
but
then I'm gonna
burn
burn
it.
whatever's not sold. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Makes sense.
And
Makes sense.
actually, that makes it more valuable for the people that actually had it. Because if you buy an NFT and you think it's a 1 of 10, and it ends up being only a 1 of 2, it's worth much more money.
Yes.
So
So how much supply do you have on this particular collection?
I have them on OpenSea and on Known Origin, and I'll give you my link tree. You can click on there, look at my editions, and they are 0.07. I think I have 6 right now. And then I have 3 1 of 1 original NFTs that are each very different and very unique.
Okay. So you are going to try to sell all of them during the event, right?
Yes, that's right. And yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be doing a lot that week. It's a little overwhelming, but I'm looking forward to it. And then when I come back, if I see anything is still there, I'm gonna burn it. So
Okay, perfect. It was great to have you. I will so it's something that I do every time. I'm ending the show with a little quick question. It's for you, Maryanne. What is an NFT?
an NFT is a benchmark in an artist's career. It is tangible proof that you supported that artist, when you supported them, how you supported them, and which piece you connected with. It's something that can never be changed. It's something that can never be faked. It is you saying, I believe in you so much, I'm going to back your career right now. That is an NFT for one-to-one. That certainly wouldn't apply with 10,000 angry kangaroos or something like that, but it would apply, in my opinion, to one-of-one. I feel like they are like their provenance of the ability to see how great an artist is going to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you for this definition, your definition of NFT. So
Yeah.
thank you again to have been here with me live. We were live on LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
Mhm.
We share your story. It was very fun to have you, and we are going to end the show, and we are going to talk later.
Thank you so much for having me.
No problem.
It was lovely meeting you, Robert.